morning.
Morning, everyone. We have a very extensive agenda today and many topics, but I see as Ukraine remains as our top priority, and all the negotiations what's going in between President Zelensky and Mr. Trump is very important topic which we will be discussing today. I am very glad that we have a white book already presented, and today I'm waiting for Commissioner Ursula to present us what's in the white book, but it's very important that we can still get more stronger Europe for our security reasons. Therefore, we have to speak about our defense and security, not just from the perspective of how much we will spend, but it's as well a good opportunity for Europe to invest in our military industry, to have our economy to grow. Therefore, this is one of the topics. Sure, we have another issues as competitiveness today we will speak about, and majority voting. I don't know, there will be probably a lot of topics, but I believe we need to stress out how important it is that Europe remains on the table with discussions in between Ukraine and the United States.
Defense Commissioner Kubilius yesterday said that Russia could attack an EU or NATO country before 2030. What do you think about this? Do you think that this is the case?
I believe we have to be strong enough. Therefore, it's very important that those resources which has been presented by Commission, as well as our national budgets, should support stronger Europe, stronger military industry within Europe. Therefore, we should take away our bureaucratic burden for our industries and our economy to grow. Therefore, if Europe is stronger, it's much harder to strive any attacks on Europe.
Do you think that the proposals by the Commission in the White Paper go far enough, or would you have hoped for more to actually achieve the 2030 defense capabilities?
We actually, as MB8 countries and Latvia as a eastern border country, we were supporting that we need strong goal for 2030, which we need to achieve, that Europe is sufficient with what we need for ourselves, for our defense. And I believe white paper is just one first step. And the proposal for Ursula von der Leyen as well is the first step. Therefore, we are open for more discussions, how we can find even more finances, how we can get Europe to be more competitive. Capital market as well is one of the topics which could help as well to boost our military industry. Because for military industry, it doesn't help only with European budget, but we need to have a private budget as well and private money coming in. So I support European Investment Bank to be one of the partners in procurement processes within Europe, which could help really for us to show how united are Europe, how strong are Europe. Thank you. I believe for us as politicians, we need to keep dialogue open, and what we can see from our recent developments within relations of President Zelensky and Mr. Trump, it's going pretty well, and they have negotiated very well. So for politics, always diplomacy and negotiations should be on the table. The US is our transatlantic partner. We see that this should remain on our table, how we can find a solution on working together, because US as well needs strong Europe and Europe needs strong US. There are so many countries which are not democratic countries, which are threatening our society's democratic needs, human rights. So we have to build on those values which we already have in Europe. We should be prepared for different kind of risks. That's why Europe now has on their own agenda security and defense, which never was an issue like 2-3 years ago, right? So therefore we are preparing ourselves, but we are keeping open our diplomatic negotiations. We really need US to be with us, but as well European countries has to do their own homework. Latvia, for example, are spending 3.65% from our GDP for our defense to NATO needs. Not all of the European countries are doing their homework, so there always are room for negotiations and doing our own job as well.
How strongly do you think the EU should react to the US when it comes to the trading conflicts?
I believe we need to react because this is what we need to protect our business people in Europe and our economical interests as well. Because if US want to put tariffs on our companies' businesses, then we should react definitely, and then there will be a room for negotiations. That's always probably on any negotiations and deals or contracts. That's how it works. Thank you.
Sent letters to leaders yesterday and asked for support for Georgian people. What do you think? Will we expect support from European Union now?
I'm not informed that we have a Georgian issue on topic, but we really hope for Georgian people to defend their own human rights and democratic values. But Latvia always has understood how difficult it is to fight for your own freedom because we share the same history. Thank you. Thank you. Paldies. To agenda today and many topics.